Living life solo, is it really possible? Maybe you've asked yourself that same thing. Maybe you've wondered and said, can I actually be happy alone? And, you know, we hear, like, whether it be by choice or by circumstance, we've all heard the message that, happiness comes from being with others. And you should always put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. Make new friends. Find new people that you can connect with. And, being alone must be feeling lonely. Have you heard that one? If you're alone or if you're thinking about it, but you'll feel all alone out there. But what if none of that is true? What if none of that is true at all? And what if living solo isn't something to survive, but something to celebrate? Do. That's way more fun when we can celebrate living alone. And here's the truth. When you shift how you think, how you see living alone, everything changes, and that's what I'm about to show you. I have all my little notes because I've got 5 really cool little things I'm gonna share with you, and I'm gonna share my story that I'm recently alone, and that's as my hubby has transitioned. So I find myself as of November living alone, and I've had a lot to think about because after 35 years of living with someone, and all of a sudden you're not. It makes a humongous difference. So this is why I have my little notes so I can let you know, because I'm never lonely. I don't stay lonely. I'm not because I'm constantly surrounded by people, but because I've discovered the secret to truly enjoying my own company. And once you learn this, you're never going to look at being alone again. Like you're not going to look at it as being the same. And if you're thinking about embarking on living alone, or something is happening to where you're going to live alone, maybe a divorce or something, and you feel fear, you feel all lonely, people are telling you you're going to be lonely, then you're going to love this, because this is really going to help you. Because there was a time when I thought that living alone was impossible. Again, I was with my hubby for 35 years, and I never, ever imagined that. I mean, obviously life happens, but we don't focus on, oh, there's Happy Beans in the background, there she goes. But, for 35 years, I was with him, and I was a single parent, and I was 27. So it's been quite a while, and I'd hear people say, just enjoy your own company, but no one really explained how you do that. And we're gonna talk about that, because I realized something that's really life-changing, that living life solo isn't about forcing happiness. It's about rewiring your brain to see what you have as a gift. So this is so powerful. And once I started using these 5 simple strategies, which I have right here. I keep looking because I don't want to miss anything. Everything changed when I started using these strategies, and I will continue to use them. So today I'm going to share exactly how I never stay lonely, and how you can embrace living life solo with confidence, with purpose, with joy, and just feel good, because I love this. Happiness doesn't depend on who's around you. It depends on how you think about it, and about living solo, and how you talk to yourself about your life. And that's how you go. So if you've ever felt like living solo means missing out, get ready, because here's Lynnie. By the way, I'm Lynnie Wennerstrom. I'm a certified self-talk trainer and certified life coach. And we're going to get into this, because I'm about to give you these 5 powerful ways that you can rewire your mindset, rewire your brain. I'm all about rewiring the brain, neuroplasticity, baby, that you are, and fully embrace living life solo. Ready? Let's go. Okay, so you have heard the idea, I'm sure, that happiness comes from being with someone, or always putting yourself out there. I spoke to that a little bit earlier. And again, it's really how you experience life, no matter who's around. So let's first of all, let's reframe. Here I have all my little notes, but let's reframe what living alone really means. Coming from an aloner at this time. Well, I do have my little pupperoos, but see, you're not alone. think about it like this. You're living independently and you're living fully and you're living by choice. So this is your time to grow, to expand, to create a life that's truly yours. And you get to know who you are. This is really interesting. You really get to know who you are. And it's really fun when you stop looking outside of yourself and start looking inside of yourself to say, what could be, like, how exciting could it be to really understand who I am, what I like to do. Do I like to go for long walks all by myself? Do I have the covers that in the bed that I noticed? It's like in my bed, it's like I have the whole bed. I've got my books. I have, it's just a queen size, but I have all my stuff, and if I'm doing things, I've got it all spread out, and I don't have to pick it up. And would I rather have my hubby with me? Sure. But but I don't, so I've got the whole bed. I love it. My mom used to live like that. She used to always have her books all over the bed. She lived alone for a long time. So, but when you start seeing, well, let me see. When you start seeing your alone time as a gift, you realize that who you are matters and what you like. There's Feather. There's Flying Feather. You got both of them today. And when you get to know the real you, that's both an honor and a privilege. And it's something that you wouldn't have otherwise created the time. I am a very big believer of you chose everything and you create everything. And so, but this, whether it be by choice or by circumstance, like for me, and then it becomes a choice, because could I go stay with my daughter? Could I go stay with some friends? Could I sell this house and go move into a over 55 place where there's people all around? I have my own apartment, but yet there's people all around. Or do I just choose to live here in the mountains in a secluded area? It's all a choice, whatever you choose. When you get to know yourself, you get to figure out like what it is that you like. You become your best company, and you step into your true power. And meaning that once you know who you are and know what you like, then you are empowered. And of course, so that's the reframe, right, of that living alone. So now I'm going to talk to you about number 2. And let me see if I missed something. I feel like I missed something here on the other. No, I didn't. Anyway, step number 2 is my favorite. Can you guess what it is? So it's create a daily self-talk practice. It's listen to self-talk every single day. Here's something that most people don't realize. And I know if you listen, if you're brand new, by the way, welcome. But if you listen to this channel, if you come and listen to me, and I was every single day for a year and 2 and something months, and I guess 4 months, a year and 4 months, every single day. But you'll know this if you're a subscriber or you hang around me, but your internal dialogue, it's shaping your life every single day. What you say when you talk to yourself, it is 100%. Your brain, whatever you are telling yourself, it is believing. It is very objective. It is not subjective. And so if you're telling it, I'm not good enough, I'm lonely, I'm scared, I'll never find the right person again, whatever you're telling it, your brain's like, got it, check, I'm going to help you do that. So focus on what you want, not what you don't. But the way this is what I love. So the way you talk to yourself, the way you experience life. And that is, I was trying to find something. It's the real key to happiness isn't about who you're with, but how you experience life, no matter who's around. And if you are telling yourself, your self-talk is telling you that you are experiencing life and you are learning things and you're learning who you are and your the depths of you and how far you'll expand, the risks that you'll take, the time that you'll just comfort yourself being, and I don't mean comfort because you're alone, like comfort like wrapping in a little warm blanket and having a cup of tea, or doing something that you wouldn't normally do, or taking a nap, things that you wouldn't normally do if you had someone around you and you don't and you have your schedule of doing the laundry and all those things. But instead of letting old thoughts run the show, start using powerful self-talk phrases. Now, I'm going to give you a couple here that I just wrote out, but but you know that even in the last video, I gave you 15 very powerful self-talk phrases that Dr. Shad Helmstetter himself wrote, which is in the self-talk, the positive self-talk, the language, the app that he has, which is always in my description. So I'm just going to give you some that you can just repeat to yourself, like quick little things. I love my own company and cherish my time alone. Say it 3 times. I love my own company and cherish my time alone. And I do. It's really interesting. I am building a beautiful, fulfilling life on my terms. I am confident, strong, and completely whole. And why does this work? Why does self-talk work? Because your brain listens to the words you tell it. It's what I was saying earlier. It is so powerful. Neuroplasticity is so powerful. So your thoughts create your reality. So rewire your self-talk, rewire your brain. Your self-talk will get rewired, and you'll rewire your life. You will change your life. Change your self-talk, change your life. So here's step number 3. We're on to number 3. I really like number 2. But number 3, design a life you love. This is so powerful. Living alone means ultimate freedom. You get to design your life exactly the way you want it. When you want to get up, like your routine. My routine has totally shifted since Steve has transitioned. It was get up, see what he needed, and and not even just see what he needed, because it wasn't like he was always sick, but my life pretty much, what I realized is it revolved around him. Dinner, lunch, breakfast, making soft-boiled eggs in the morning, and doing like all the different things. I would still do my goals and priorities and do those things, yet very aware of what was going on in the day. And now would I rather have Steve? Yes, I would. That's honest. Yet had he not transitioned, had I not had this opportunity, having this opportunity to be alone, I am learning who I am. I am learning, after 35 years of being with him, I am absolutely redesigning my life around what I like. So my morning routine and getting and having the space, like having another person in the space, really, it shifts everything. And it can be wonderful. That's a wonderful experience. But this experience, what are you thinking? How are you thinking? And what are you telling yourself? What are you saying when you talk to yourself about this? So start asking yourself, what kind of space makes you feel happy and at peace? Like, what kind of space? I got myself set up to do my eccentrics. That's another thing that I'm certified in. And that is a full body dynamic movement. And I do that every day. Well, I didn't, because my back, well, I didn't tell you this, but I was working in a strange place. That's another thing. You just gotta, you just learn things. Anyway, my back all seized up, and so I had about 3 or 4 days where I was a little bit down. But I mean, not down, but like out of commission. And what routines would make your days feel amazing? Think about that, like your morning routine, your night routine, taking a bath, just grabbing, deciding what you want to have for dinner rather than making a big dinner, just something small and something that you enjoy, and just whatever it is, taking your puppies on really long walks where you don't have to, well, I never did have to come back. I was pretty independent with Steve anyway. So this is an interesting transition, but truly, just it's the way, designing that life so that you feel comfortable in your own home, in your own space. And what hobbies? Here's another question: what hobbies or activities would make me excited to wake up every day? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself, what would make me so happy to wake up every day? Because your life, it's not on hold. It is not on hold. You are just getting started with getting to know you and live your life. So this is it. Make it vibrant, make it full, live full out, and make it uniquely yours. Design your life. Design a life that you love. And step number 4, stay connected and engaged. So living alone doesn't mean living in isolation. I don't do that. I go into Westcliff, I take the puppies when I feel lonely, because it's not like you're not going to feel lonely, but it's your perspective. Are you alone? Are you lonely? Or do you have moments of feeling lonely? And what can you do to change that? So because you get to choose when you connect. And this is exactly what I did. I go into Westcliff and I take the puppies like 2 or 3 times. It snowed a little bit, but now it all melted today. And it's just been off and on and a little bit cold. But I take them and walk them 2 or 3 times just down Main Street and get to say hi to people looking at books in the library. There's books that they put out for free. I got a couple of them, a novel. For the first time in years, I got a couple of novels. I haven't done that in a long time. And so be intentional about your friendships, your family time, and your community. Join groups, clubs, or activities that bring you joy. I went to the library, and I'm probably going to start helping people with their self-talk and coaching them so that they can create the life they love by helping them to do active goal setting. So at the library, so I went and did that. So it's like be super like intentional about where you spend your time and connect in ways that feel energizing. Not draining, not things that you have to do. Like I don't know if you like going to the store. I love going to the store. We have one natural place here that I absolutely love. And I go in and I talk to the owner and his wife. Usually it's him. And then the kids, they have 6 kiddos. So we talk about like what's going on. I get caught up on news because he is totally right in the middle of things. So I get caught up. You're truly not alone when you're connected with life itself. So these are some things that I've learned. And so here's the 5th one that I have for you. Enjoy your own company. And when you become your best company, you unlock a new level of confidence and freedom. So what does that mean? That means that you start getting to know who you are and what you enjoy, what you like to do. Like me walking on Main Street, I never did that because I would just take the puppies. I'd walk them in the park in Westcliff. I loved going to the store and other things, and Steve would come with me sometimes, but it wasn't really taking them for the purpose of because I had Steve. And we had our life, and we went RVing, and we did all kinds of stuff. And I'm going to go RVing again this year. And it's like, that's intentional. What can you do? So start embracing solo adventures, dining out, RVing, taking yourself on dates. Like me to the library. I went and looked around the library. I really explored Westcliff, just the little town. I keep on exploring. I keep doing things on my own, taking the puppies up and down the street. Personal growth, journaling, learning, exploring new ideas. A line a day, if you've ever seen that. My daughter keeps getting for me year after year, and I finally this year, I've done it a few times, but it's just, you just write this little line. It's got 5, it's a 5-year. And you just write a teeny little bit about what happened. It's so fun to go back and look at what you did the year before on that day. And journaling, learning all those things that are important to you. Like you're designing your life, back to 3, right? Back to step 3. And then moments of stillness where you appreciate how powerful you really are. And not just how powerful, empowered. So self-talk, first of all, and I know I go back to that because that's what I'm about. I teach something called practical spirituality. And I have really dedicated this to practical spirituality as the spiritual journey and the human experience. I have found that the human experience, if I can help people to rewire their brain, do neuroplasticity, it's going to change their life. And the spiritual part, they're going to have the financial success they want, they're going to find the relationships they want, they're going to live the life they want, because they're going to have self-esteem. All self-talk is based on the foundation of self-esteem. So if you have high self-esteem, a healthy self-esteem, then you're going to trust yourself, you're going to like yourself, you're going to say nice things to yourself. What you say when you talk to yourself is going to be uplifting and empowering, and I got this, I can do it, all of those things. So the more that you enjoy being with you, the more that you employ the self-talk, the more you change your neuroplasticity, you rewire your brain, the more you're going to enjoy your own company. And the more powerful you're going to be, which is why I moved to really focusing on neuroplasticity and you rewiring your brain so that you can find success in every single area of your life, including living alone, if that's what you so choose, or the circumstances are currently the way that you are, as they are for me. What do you want to do with it? Do you want to just grumble and and cry and feel lonely. And I mean, I could do that. It's a choice. It is all a choice. And it could be a perspective shift for you. So the more you enjoy being with you, the more magnetic, the more radiant, the more empowered, and the more fulfilled that you become. And you start feeling it. I'm feeling it. Like it's amazing. So here's a bonus tip for you. You're going to use self-talk to rewire your brain for happiness. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this: the way you talk to yourself, what you say when you talk to yourself, it matters. It matters a lot. A lot. So mucho that I moved from the spiritual journey of practical spirituality to really focusing on the human experience and that part of the human experience, plus what I'm talking about now. So listening to positive self-talk daily is going to rewire your brain. It's going to help you to be happier, to shift your perspective about what living alone is and what it isn't. Like, oh, I don't know. Oh, I just saw the star Jupiter. It's in the sky. I'm looking up. Oh, but you know, it's going to. You'll feel happier. You feel more positive. You'll feel more excited. You'll start thinking about your, the morning and the things that you get to do, and having your own space, and confidence, self-trust, like all that self-talk is so powerful, rewiring your brain, because the foundation of self-talk, that the language that Dr. Shad Helmstetter created, which is always, it's an app, the language is in an app, and it's always in the description. But I'm telling you, that is so powerful, and it will rewire your brain. It's all based on, the foundation of it is all self-esteem. All of it. That is the foundation of the self-talk language, so that you have a high self-esteem. Whether you are looking for a new career, looking for a relationship, trying to find success in your, having financial success in your life, and losing weight, your health and fitness, whatever it is, your relationships, all of it, it will help you to rewire your brain and have the confidence to do what it is that you want to do. And you'll go with it with gusto. Remember me in the RV. I've shared this story before, but literally in March, Steve and I went we went to Tucson. Well, we went more than Tucson, Arizona. It was a Family Motor Coach Association, so FMCA rally, and I drove almost all of it. And and Steve said, "Babe, do you want to drive?" And I was like, sure. And I didn't even think about it. I didn't think that I would be, it's 37 feet long, the RV. It's a motorhome, 37 feet long. And then with the tow, with the Jeep behind, it's another 10 feet. So it's 47 feet. And you're going through town and you're doing all these things, getting into the gas station and finding a pump, all this stuff. And guess what Lynnie did? She got in and she goes like this. And then all of a sudden she's like, wow, I'm not even intimidated. That's what happened. That is what happened. My self-esteem went whoop, and those little things just start happening for you. It's very exciting. So if you want to learn more about self-talk, the power of self-talk, I am creating a training. There's a wait list right now on LynnieMotivates.com, but I'll put a link in the and I'm changing my site. It's Beautimous, by the way. I'm getting it better and better. All the coaching, everything is there. So you can join the wait list for the power of self-talk, a free training. And you can click the link in the description. I got that for you. And then just so I hope you'll sign up for that, because that's going to be a powerful training. I don't know how long it'll be, maybe 40 minutes, an hour, I don't know. But I'm going to just tell you, I'm going to really share like self-talk and how it started and why it's so powerful to help you to rewire your brain. And there's even a documentary coming out on Dr. Shad Helmstetter. He's the one that created. I'm certified personally by him as a self-talk trainer and a certified life coach by him in the self-talk training, in the language, and helping people to reach their goals and to find success in every single area of their lives and all of that. But there's a documentary. It's in post-production right now. I don't know exactly when it's coming out, but it's so powerful. Like the self-talk is so powerful that a documentary is going to be coming out on that. And we're talking about, there are many roads Many, many roads that lead to the same destination. If you want to rewire your brain, many, many people will tell you this is how you do it, this is a good way, and you can do that. You can do any way. But there is no way that I have found, which is why I got certified. I'm very particular, even like eccentrics. I got certified because it's all about the fascia. Very importante to me. When I realized that, I was like, I'm in. Okay, self-talk. When I realized neuroplasticity, this was passive. The learning is passive. It is direct, concise, direct shot to the subconscious with concise, precise directions to the brain, your supercomputer, of what it is that you want it to do. You are wiring it. You are controlling it. You are putting in the programming it. You are programming it. By the way, you were born with unlimited promise and potential, and then you got programmed. And you can change those programs, which is exactly what we're talking about, whether you're living alone or not. So anyway, the living alone does not mean being lonely. It just doesn't. And it's an opportunity to thrive, to grow, to expand, to understand who you are, an honor and a privilege, I'm telling you, to have the time to be able to do that and really explore who you are and create, design a life you absolutely love. Let me see what else I have for you. Oh, I know what I have. If this video resonates with you, press the like button, share it, comment. You know, let me know any of these tips if which one of these steps have resonated with you. Let me know if it's if you found this to be powerful, or if you have any ideas, please share them. Comments below for people who are living alone and finding themselves alone, because a lot of times there's a perception that it's too difficult, and it's getting really dark, isn't it? It's really dark. I can see stars. I can see the one star. Anyway, so comment below if you have any ideas for anyone else, because this is how we grow together. You know, we might be just a little bit ahead of someone, or we might be a little behind, and it doesn't matter because we're exactly where we need to be, but I'm just talking about on planet Earth. So what's one thing you love or think you could love about living alone? And what's one thing that you could share? Any of that. So remember, cutie butt, you know, my little peeperoo, I love you so very, very mucho. And I just want you to know that your self-talk, it creates your future. The way that what you say when you talk to yourself, what is in your brain, that creates your future. So I want it to be bold and powerful and for you, and I want you to know that you can do, be, change, have, create. What's the other thing I say? I say 6 things. It's just evolved as I was going through, you know, the years of, you know, 365 days of self-talk, positive self-talk for finding your purpose, and it was you can do, be, change, have, create, and become absolutely anything, which is true. Change your self-talk, change your self-esteem, like create a healthy self-esteem, and there is nowhere that you can't go. And especially because now that you know you were born with unlimited promise and potential, and then you got programmed, and those programs had got more and more covered up with these negative ones, and now you can rewire your brain with this self-talk language, and you can just start. It'll start pruning away those things that are negative and holding you back and sabotaging you and all of that. And the way that you look at your life of living alone, whether that's, you know, flying solo, living solo, it could be a really beautiful thing. So anyway, I believe in you. You can do this. You can do absolutely anything. Again, you can do, be, change, have, create, become absolutely anything. And know that to be very, very true. Keep telling yourself that. Keep telling yourself that. And I do have a video that I did the last video, and that is how I rewired my brain after 55. And I talk a lot about that, but I've got actual self-talk phrases that Dr. Shad Helmstetter created that you might be interested in listening to. You might like that one. So as always, let me see. Oh, I was going to say see you in the next video, but I have my little notes with my 5 steps. But anyway, as always, shining my light to brighten yours. I love you so very, very much. And I'm just going to show you the mountains real quick. It's saying more light required. Let me see what you can see. Isn't it beautiful? The sun went down. It's just gorgeous. There's Jupiter up there. I think that's Jupiter. My astrologer daughter would tell me, yes, it is, but I'm pretty sure that's the only star that like shine. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. There, see? There you can see it. Anyway, I love you so very, very mucho. And I'm shining my light to brighten yours. Let me see if my makeup, my organic makeup that always falls on my face. I love you so, so much. I know I said that about 12 times. But we are done, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for hanging out with me. Ciao.